Alright, in this video we are going to go over a mixed number word problem. So let's get right to it. Amy has 3 1/4 or 1/4 gallons of paint left after teaching an art class. She gave 2/3 of the leftover paint to the after-school team. How much paint did Amy give to the after-school team? So we know that this is going to be a multiplication problem because she's giving some of the paint away. But if this was a subtraction problem, it would say she gave 2/3 maybe of a gallon of leftover paint, because it just says 2/3 of the leftover paint, not 2/3 of a specific unit, like gallon in this case. It means that we have to multiply to figure out how much 2/3 of 3 1/4 is. So we have 3 1/4, and then we are going to be multiplying it by 2/3. So there's a couple of ways to do this. I can show you both of them. First we have the... No, that is not correct. First we have the area model, so we put 2/3 here, and then we're going to put 3 here, and then we're going to put 1/4 here, and now we just multiply each of these boxes and then add them. So we're going to do 3 times 2/3. I'm going to put 3 over 1, and then we multiply across. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. And I know that 6/3 is actually equal to 2, because it's equal to 6 divided by 3, which equals 2, because the fraction bar, as I've said many times before, is just a division symbol. And now we are going to multiply 2/3 times 1/4, and we just multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 3 is 12. And 2/12, I know since they're both even, I can divide both top and bottom by 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this would be 1/6, and the answer would be 2 1/6. Now we can also do this by changing this mixed number into an improper fraction. And how we do that is we multiply the whole number by the denominator, and then we add the numerator. Okay? You should memorize these steps if you don't have them memorized, because it's extremely important. So multiply whole number by the denominator, which equals 12. Then we add the numerator, which equals 13, and then the denominator stays the same. So it's quite simple, but you do have to know how to do those steps. And then times 2/3, and now we just multiply across. Now, the one thing that this means is that you don't have to find common denominators. Although we didn't have to find any common denominators in this problem in the area method, a lot of the time you end up having to find common denominators. But anyway, 13 times 2 is 26. 4 times 3 is 12. Let's reduce that. Divide both top and bottom by 2. 13 over 6. And then we are just dividing 6 into 13. I know that goes 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract 1. remainder is 1. So 2 becomes the whole number, the quotient, right? The remainder becomes the numerator. The denominator stays the same at 6. So we get the same answer both ways. Right? So pretty straightforward. You can pick whichever way you prefer. I like the improper fraction method, but if you prefer the area method, then give that a shot. Whatever you prefer, both are perfectly fine, and you will get the right answer both ways if you do it correctly.